Hi, it's Jordan1, and today I'm going to share with you the pattern for one of my new bracelets, and it is from the Nickelodeon kids show called Paw Patrol. So I have 3 characters on this bracelet, and then I have a second bracelet with 4 other characters. So for this video I'm just focusing on this one. So there is the German Shepherd named Chase, who is a police dog. He has his little police hat. There is a Dalmatian that's named Marshall, and he has on his little fire hat. And then there is another dog named Rocky, who wears a green and white baseball cap. So honestly, I'm not familiar with the show. My kids are a little bit older, so they're kind of beyond this show, but I think it's a pretty popular show, and I had gotten some requests to make this bracelet. So I think they turned out really cute, and I think even if you don't know the show, it would still be a cute bracelet to make, especially if you knew somebody in law enforcement or somebody that was involved in the fire department. I think it would be a really cute gift. To make this bracelet, you can either use the Alpha Loom, which is what I used, or you can use the full-size Rainbow Loom. So I do prefer to make it on the Alpha Loom because the pins are spaced a little bit farther apart, so you have some more room for the bracelet to grow down through. And then you also have the Alpha Comb that has the 7 hooks, so you can make the bracelet a lot faster. But if you don't have access to the Alpha Loom, you can definitely do this on the Rainbow Loom. You'll only need 2 rows of pins, and you just want to have them in line with one another, and then you would use 7 sets of pins that are straight across from one another. To make this bracelet, I used 371 of the colored bands and then 53 of the clear bands. So to break it down by color, I used 106 turquoise, 4 pink, 18 blue, 28 orange. I used 68 white, 29 black, 22 red, and 10 yellow. I also used 49 gray, 15 green, 22 brown, and this brown came out of the camouflage pack, and you can see that they are full size, so you will need to double them. And then, as I said earlier, I used 53 of the clear bands, which you don't actually see, it just holds the rows together. So I wanted to give you just a very brief demonstration about what it means to double a band. So when you're dealing with the Alpha Loom bands, they're nice and small, so all you do is stretch those straight across from one pin to the other. But when you're dealing with a regular size band, which you will often have to do if you want any color that isn't available for the Alpha Loom bands, you're going to have a band that's about twice as big. So you're going to have to double this, which you can do in your fingers, you can do it on your hook. What I found is the easiest is to just place it on one of the pins, twist, and then just loop that other end back on. And then what you just need to do is take your hook and grab both of those loops and stretch it straight across. So basically now you've just doubled that, so it's going to be about the same width as your regular Alpha Loom band. So here's my bracelet once again, and I will add the grid pattern above this, so then you can just pause your video and then follow along with that grid pattern to make your bracelet. And as I said, I made mine 53 rows long, and so when I measured it, it was just a little bit over 7.5 inches in length. So you might need to make yours a little bit longer or shorter depending on the size of your wrist. So these particular characters do take pretty many rows to make, just because of their ears and their head. It makes them a lot longer. So if you needed to add or subtract rows, you would either do that at the ends or in between the characters. So I have 2 rows on each of the ends and then 2 rows in the middle. So that's where you would make your adjustments. So if you need to know how long to make your bracelet, with the Alpha Loom, on the flip side of the instructions, they do include a template, so you can measure your wrist that way. or based on my measurements, it looks like about every 7 rows equals 1 inch, so you can kind of judge from there how long you need to make yours. I hope that everyone loves their new Paw Patrol dog bracelets. You can always leave me comments on YouTube and Facebook, post pictures of your creations to my Facebook page, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on my latest tutorials. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram, so please feel free to subscribe to those as well. Thanks for watching!